is now Sunday afternoon, and got some spare time in my hands. So I think what I'm going to do is put the bucket on and move some of these snow piles. We're supposed to be getting some more snow tonight. They're calling for quite a bit, so whether or not it'll actually happen, I don't know, but I want to be prepared for it. My banks aren't really that bad, but I definitely want to clear up some room so that if we do get a lot more snow, I'll be able to have some room to push some more snow here. So I got this bank here that I'm going to use the bucket for, and I'll pick it up and dump it over the backside just to get this a little bit farther away from the driveway and a little bit more into the lawn. Same thing with this pile over here, but the biggest pile that I really want to worry about is this one at the end of the road here. So this is the biggest pile here. This is where most of my snow gets plowed for my main stretch of my driveway here. This stuff is like solid ice, so I'm sure it's going to take me a little bit to break through it. But I think once I start breaking into this a little bit and getting it all loosened up, I think that I'll be able to move it around just fine. Under my driveway right now is pure ice, so I don't know exactly how much traction I'm going to have here. So it may not work out very good, but we'll see. I'm going to take half of this pile away and move it over to this side here. And then that way I got a little bit more room pulling out of my driveway as well. So we'll get the bucket put on and we'll get to work. That's definitely a lot better. So the pile was right next to my trailer here, so you can see I moved it back quite a ways here. So this one big piece here was actually solid solid ice, so I actually was able to move the entire pile. I tried to pick up on it, break it apart. That's kind of why I was going up and curling, because it was all frozen, but I curl up and I seen the entire chunk lift off the ground, so I just pushed the whole chunk back. So there's another pile down, so that'll give me a lot more room to push snow there now. So now we can move on to the biggest one here down at the end of the driveway. I get off the tractor and I walk around the corner here. Felt like it was driving kind of funny. So I looked at the front axle here and I could see that the tire came off the rim. This is the first time that's ever happened to me. So that's kind of took me by surprise. I'm gonna get this pulled up into the garage here and get the compressor fired up. See if we can get this thing seated back on the rim. Alright guys, so I don't know if my compressor is going to be strong enough to get this blown back on the bead here, especially because I can't find my valve core tool, so that's going to be a problem because without removing the core, I'm not going to be able to get nearly as much airflow in, but luckily the back of the bead is still seated, so if I can just pull this forward and get the front side seated, I'll be all set. So I'm going to get this cap pulled off here, and I'll get my air gun, and we'll see if we can get this thing blown back on the rim here. Alright, I have my doubts that I'll be able to get this back on without pulling the valve core out, but we'll give it a shot and we'll see what happens here. So I've put down some pressure on the front end loader, that way I can get this wheel off the ground. You definitely don't want any pressure on this tire if you're trying to get it back seated to the rim. You want to have as least amount of pressure as you can on it. Now, in that way you can grab a hold of this tire and pull it forward like this as you air it up, and then hopefully that bead will catch again just long enough for it to air up and it'll pop back on the bead. So that's what I'm going to try here. I'm gonna have to try to squeeze the air gun with my legs as I pull on the tire. There we go. That wasn't bad. Now, like I said, if I would have had both inside and outside bead off the rim, that would have been much harder to do. But still, I'm actually surprised it went on that easy, being that I had the valve core still in there. I'm going to have to pick up a new valve core tool since I lost my old one. Should be all set. Alrighty guys, well, we got all that done. I know it wasn't a very long video, but you know, at least you guys got to see me use my bucket for the first time in months and months. So I actually enjoyed using the loader bucket today. I haven't been using it in a while, so it was nice to get it back on there and use it a little bit. So we got the flat tire fixed. You know, I really think that this tire's been low for a while, because now that I think about it, my transmission has been whining quite a bit lately. It seemed like there was quite a bit of resistance. And I don't know how I didn't notice it, but I'm thinking this tire was low for a while. I must have ran something over with this tire at some point this winter, because my tires normally never leak air, and it just seemed like it was under a lot more load than it normally is. Now, there's been a lot of snow on the ground, so I just chalked that up as, me driving over snow and, that creating the extra resistance. I'm not sure how I missed this tire being that low, but I'm pretty sure it was just super low, and that's what made it come off the bead. So I'll have to get some soapy water and spray the tire down and see where it's leaking from. As far as these tires go, I have not had any problems with these tires. That is the first time I've ever had a tire come off the rim. That's the first time I've had any issues with tires going flat. These tires have been super loyal to me. I've had no issues at all, and I've worked the hell out of them. So I'm really happy with these tires, and I really think I probably picked something up plowing the driveway. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're supposed to get some more snow tonight, so maybe we'll get another plow video soon. We'll have to see what kind of snow we get tonight and what time I get home from work tomorrow night. And if I got some spare time, I'll come back out here and we'll make another plow video. So I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, and we'll see you guys in the next one.